You wake up in a hotel room in Prague. Not your hotel room. Just the one they paid for. The curtains are closed. The air conditioner hums softly. There's a pistol sitting beside a Bible in the nightstand drawer. You check your watch before you check your phone. 5:14 a.m. The phone has one message. Lobby. 10 minutes. No name. There's never a name. You shower. You shave carefully. You leave no hair in the sink. By 5:23, you're downstairs drinking burnt coffee from a paper cup while businessmen roll suitcases across the marble floor. A man in a grey coat sits beside you. He never looks at you. He slides a keycard across the table. Room 614. Then he leaves. That's the briefing. You go upstairs. Inside the room there's a laptop, a passport that isn't yours, a Glock with the serial number filed off, and a photograph of a man getting into a black Mercedes outside a university in Vienna. Professor. Age 42. 2 children. Suspected ties to Russian intelligence. Observe only. That's what the file says. You learn later that observe only usually means someone higher up hasn't decided whether the target deserves to disappear yet. You used to believe there was a process for these things. Evidence. Oversight. Rules. Then you joined. The CIA never recruited you directly. People think it works like movies. Secret letters. Handshakes. Flags in dark rooms. It doesn't. It starts with debt. You were 24. Fresh out of Georgetown. Smart enough to get noticed. Broke enough to be useful. Your father had cancer. Your student loans were crushing you. A government contractor offered you work analyzing satellite images. Then another offer came. Better pay. More clearance. More silence. You said yes because you thought intelligence work meant protecting people. Most of the people in your position think that at first. The first time you help kill someone, you don't even realize you did it. You flag a phone call during an analysis shift in Virginia. 3 hours later, a drone strike levels a compound outside Mosul. 6 dead. One of them was a 14-year-old carrying bread. Nobody mentions the boy afterward. Your supervisor pats your shoulder and tells you good work. That's how it begins. Slowly. Professionally. By the time you're 31, you've worked in 19 countries. You know how to lose surveillance in 4 cities. You know how to break into an apartment without leaving scratches on the lock. You know how to convince a lonely diplomat to tell you secrets over whiskey. You know 3 ways to poison someone without triggering an autopsy. And the strangest part is how normal it all becomes. You still buy groceries. You still complain about airport coffee. You still call your mother on Sundays and ask about the weather. She thinks you work in cybersecurity. You let her think that. You become very good at pretending to be boring. That's the real skill. Not shooting. Not fighting. Disappearing into ordinary life so completely that nobody would ever think to look twice at you. You rent apartments with fake names. You own watches bought in countries you barely remember visiting. You sleep beside loaded guns the way normal people sleep beside alarm clocks. You stopped dating after Istanbul. That was the mistake. She was French. A journalist. You almost told her once. Not the details. Just enough truth to stop feeling alone. 3 weeks later, someone broke into her apartment while she was sleeping. They didn't take anything. They just stood beside her bed long enough for her to wake up. Message received. You never saw her again. After that, you stopped trying to build a life outside the work. The agency likes that. Lonely people are easier to control. You begin hearing about the other operators. The ghosts? People so deep inside the system that even governments deny they exist. There's a woman in Berlin who supposedly caused a coup with a forged medical report. A man in Belgrade who ended a civil war by arranging 3 assassinations in 1 week. An older American everyone calls Shepard. Nobody knows his real name. Some say has been active since the 1980s. Some say half the wars you studied in college quietly bent around decisions he made in hotel rooms nobody remembers. You meet him once in Warsaw. He looks like a retired math teacher. That's when you understand something important. The most dangerous people in the world almost never look dangerous. By 38, your passport history looks impossible. By 40, your drinking gets worse. Not dramatic. Not movie drunk. Just enough whiskey at night to make your thoughts quieter. You stop sleeping deeply. Every sound wakes you. Elevators. Footsteps. Knocking pipes in old buildings. Your brain no longer believes the world is safe enough for real sleep. Then comes the call. Not a text. A call. Calls are bad. Your handler's voice sounds strange. Too careful. There's been a compromise. You sit very still. Whose? A long silence. Then. Yours. Someone sold information. Not your real name. Just enough. Safe houses. Accounts. Patterns. That's all it takes. You ask what the extraction plan is. Your handler doesn't answer immediately. And in that silence, you finally understand the rule nobody ever says out loud. Agents are assets. Assets are replaceable. You spend the next 11 days moving across Europe. Train stations. Bus terminals. Border towns. You sleep in your clothes. You check reflections in windows before turning corners. You begin noticing everyone. Old men reading newspapers. Women talking too quietly into phones. A teenager wearing the same baseball cap in 2 different cities. Maybe they are following you. Maybe paranoia is finally winning. You stop caring which one it is. On the 12th day, you see him. Rome. Small cafe near the river. American. Late 20s. Cheap shoes pretending to be expensive. Military posture hidden under civilian clothes. He watches you for half a second too long. And you know. Replacement. You wonder if he knows who you are. You wonder if they told him you're dangerous. Or if they told him what they told you years ago. That he's protecting his country. He doesn't move toward you. Not yet. He just sits there drinking coffee. Waiting. You almost laugh. Because suddenly you remember being 24. Debt. Patriotism. Believing the machine cared whether you survived it. The kid looks nervous. You weren't nervous by the end. That's how you know he still has a soul left. You stand up first. You leave cash on the table. You walk past him close enough to smell the detergent on his jacket. Neither of you says a word. And for one strange second you almost feel sorry for him.